Alright, so we got some more content from Kingstone Studios, obviously. Okay, so this one came out 2 days ago. And it's the making of Jonah. Their AI adaptation of Jonah. There's an English version. And of course, 5 days ago, they put out a Spanish version. Which, who would even watch at this point? It's like 2K views. While the original is not even at 800. Yeah, I griped about this studio before. Epic Comics! Cinematic animation, motion pictures. That's what they're calling their AI slop or whatever. So anyways, how exactly did they make the movie Jonah? Let's find out. I watched a little bit of this earlier today. And yeah. Okay, so, ooh, they show off the script. Ooh, we got some good stuff. Okay, so yeah, it's one thing to have a script, but was it made by AI? Okay, so far the script checks out.
We developed a 42-scene screenplay that stayed true to the Bible while allowing room for cinematic expansion.
Oh my god, that... it's like... Oh my god, this whale is a demon.
Once the script was locked, we organized the entire...
Okay, all this looks okay, like, for planning. However, when it comes to execution, it's like they resort to AI. It's like, oh, we can't be bothered to hire animators. We can't be bothered to put in CGI. Hiring people. No, let's use AI.
Entire production process inside Figma, while a shared Google Sheet...
I've heard of Figma. That's pretty good for planning. I remember using Figma only once. And that was for like a school project or whatever. But then that was it. Okay, this has got to be like Google Sheets or whatever. Or Excel. Using Google Sheets or Excel is okay. For the most part, yeah.
Track the status of each scene from start to finish. In parallel, we dove into historical research.
Okay, wait a minute.
Start to finish.
You see what this says? 11 Labs. Authentic AI voice generator. I think I've only used 11 Labs, like, for one or two, like, voiceovers, and that was it. So this is where their voice acting comes from. They use 11 Labs. They use AI-generated voices.
In parallel, we dove into historical research.
What's parallel? Well, it doesn't want to show me. Alright, whatever.
Studied what Nineveh and
Okay, mind maps. I mean, using AI for mind maps and brainstorming, that's okay for the most part. The problem here is that they use AI from start to finish. It's like, these could have been animated. They could have hired artists or hired actors to play characters from the Bible. But they chose not to do that.
Appa looked like in the 8th century BC, focusing on architecture, clothing, materials, and color palettes. Each main character was designed based on historical accuracy, with consistent multi-angle reference images and prompts stored for future use in generations.
You couldn't hire actors? I'm not talking about AI actors. I'm talking about human, real-life actors. You could have found somebody to play Jonah. You could have found somebody to play some of the other main characters of Jonah. You know what I'm saying?
We then entered the visual testing phase, experimenting with different tools and prompt styles. We settled on Imagine for stills and Kling for motion, supported by Midjourney and VO3 for style development.
AI. Oh, it's spelled IMAGEN instead of Imagine, the way it was supposed to be. And there's 11 Labs again. And what's Midjourney? Another AI software, whatever it's called. It's like all of this is AI tools.
This defined the film's aesthetic. With the visual language locked.
It's like when you talk about aesthetics, the only aesthetics that is in this movie, or in this project, I should say, is AI. I mean, you have a script, fine, sure, but the execution, it's just like, again, y'all could have hired people to make this 24-minute movie. I mean, it's disappointing.
Uploading the final script gave us a detailed breakdown of 42 scenes and 291 shots. Next, we trained a custom GPT model, Jonah GPT, on the script, characters, locations, and prompt style. This allowed us to quickly generate production-ready prompts.
And I'm assuming this is Chat GPT. Honestly, I've never used Chat GPT. I've heard a lot of things about it, but I've never actually used it.
Then we began generating images. For each shot, we produced...
So here they're admitting that they generate their images. They're admitting to using AI. You know what? Let's look at the comments section. Oh, just this one person? Amazing job. That person's totally brainwashed. I'm going to skip ahead. And look, they're using Canva. I used to use Canva to make some of my thumbnails. However, when it came to Canva, I never ever used the AI elements of it. I make my thumbnails from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't even take that long to, like, make a thumbnail from scratch. It's like, they're making this seem like a chore. Like, making a movie's a chore. Animating is a chore.
Even with locked prompts, around 70% of the images needed fixes, whether it was visual glitches, broken anatomy, or outfit details.
See, this is how they get to...
Canva, FreePic, and Context to clean everything up.
Okay, Photoshop I have no problem with, but when you put AI into the mix, it's like, you guys are cheating.
After cleanup, we upscaled the images using Topaz and Magnific. With final frames in place, we animated each shot using Kling.
Kling, what's Kling? Another AI video thing. Like, this just keeps getting better and better in the worst way possible. I mean, this is how they make their shit movies. You know, it's okay to have Google Drive, but the other stuff like Kling and Midjourney and stuff like that.
Sync and his audio served as the base for voice transformation. Using 11 Labs, we created a distinct voice for each character, preserving Toby's original tone and emotion while...
Okay, so there is voice acting, but they refine it with AI voice generating. And let me guess, this is like the only voice actor that they hired to make this movie. Oh my god.
Carried the emotional weight of the story.
Emotional weight? I'm sorry, can we go back a few seconds?
Galindo Arteaga began scoring the film. Starting at the animatic stage, he shaped the film's rhythm with music, refining cues as the cut evolved, ultimately creating a score that carried the emotional weight of the story.
Emotional weight is like, what emotional weight? He just like, Jonah's just sitting there, is like, you know what, JJ Jack Films. I'm not the only person that's covered AI slop like this, especially in religious media. So Jack, he also covered this, and he pointed to another religious studio or company that does AI slop, and that's Childlike Media. We use modern tools to bring the Bible to life. Yeah, this is like another channel, another religious media channel that uses AI. So it's not just Kingstone Studios. And Jack made a really good video talking about why AI is not good, especially for religious media.
And it's just all very inhumane. And with something so human as religion, I feel like religion is just one of those very human elements. So when AI comes into play, when religious corporations use AI, you're extracting humanity from that, from the thing that makes religion human.
Yeah, I'll leave a link to his video in the description. Go check it out. He does a very deep analysis on why AI should not be in entertainment. It should not be in religious media. And it sucks because secular media that's non-religious, it's like they have better animation and they work really hard. They put a lot more time and effort on their content than people like Childlike Media and Kingstone Studios. Why is it that we have secular media like Amazing Digital Circus and Hell of a Boss? Why do those shows have better animation than this and this? You know, there was one movie that I saw back in my childhood. There was a movie called The Prince of Egypt. That had really great animation. That had good music, a good story. It was basically the story of Moses. And it was put out by DreamWorks, I believe. Why is it that back then, religious media was praised by really good animation with The Prince of Egypt, only for religious media to resort to using AI to make animations? I don't get it. And Jack makes a really good point about that in his video. He talks about why AI is not good for religious media. Again, I'll leave a link to his video in the description. It's kind of sad, and I left a dislike on this video. Are you kidding me? Amazing job. Amazing job? Why are people feeding into this? I mean, have they not seen The Prince of Egypt? Have they not seen, like, other religious media, like VeggieTales, like, back when it was really good? Like in the 90s and early 2000s? They're settling for AI slop, and that's... oh my god, that's cringe. So cringe. Unfortunately, Kingstone Studios is not gonna back down on their use of AI. And as for the LarryBoy movie, I've been hearing rumors that there really is no official release date. It's like 1 minute Kingstone Studios is saying, oh, it's gonna come out in 2028. And then the next minute they're like, oh, well, we don't have like a release date. And that's what I'm hearing in the VeggieTales community. What are we supposed to believe? It's like you can't even get your story straight. And this is going to be responsible for the LarryBoy movie. Oh, but we're going to hire artists this summer. How is this company raising money? It's like they're saving money by using AI. It's like, oh, well, we don't have to hire animators. We don't have to hire actors for this Jonah movie. They could do it all in the computer. If they do this to the LarryBoy movie, then it's not worth checking out. I mean, I've already moved on to other things. In fact, I want to go back and watch LarryBoy in the Fifth from Outer Space, LarryBoy in the Rumorweed, LarryBoy in the Bad Apple. I want to watch classic VeggieTales all over again. And I want to give my support to Billy Bustup. Because at the very least, they're working hard. They're using actors. They're using animators and video game designers. They got all that shebang-a-bang. And yet, Kingstone Studios, what do you have? All you have are these AI tools. 11 Labs Kling. You can just like watch this video in its entirety and write a list of the AI tools that they're using. Oh, look at my recommended. It's Cool Cat. Yeah, let's not even go there. You want to reuse the same footage over and over? It's like just as lazy as Kingstone Studios using AI. It's like here we are in 2026 and this is a thing. This was, I guarantee you, this was not a thing a few years ago. And you know what's weird is that during the pandemic, back in 2020, we were singing VeggieTales' praises for putting out new content. Why? Because they had animators, they had actors, they had stories to share and stuff like that. Cut to years later, and this is what we're doing. We're using AI to make movies. It's like Kingstone Studios is taking the easiest way out of creating something good. And I could hear people saying, oh, well, how can you make a movie with no money? How can you hire actors with no money? How can you hire animators with no money? Well, guess what? You're in the movie business, so expect to spend money. Expect to raise money to make your movie. Why is it that YouTubers like me are putting a lot more time and effort into making content than what Kingstone Studios is doing? It's like, when it comes to making content, you won't see me putting out AI slop. That's for darn sure. I'm surprised they didn't mention Sora, because that AI platform's been tossed around lately. But this is nuts. This is just nuts. It's like, is this what the movie industry... Is this the fate of the movie industry? Heavily using AI. AI to make movies. You know what? If you want to see this shill fest for yourself, then I'm going to leave a link to... should I leave a link to this damn video in the description? Well, you know, for sure I'm going to leave a link to Jack's video in the description. It's like, go watch his video. He talks about why religious media should stop using AI. Like, he shares some good examples of how AI is ruining religious media. And he's not even a religious person. He's not a religious person, and yet he's pointing out the reasons why AI has no place in media. It's just crazy. So once again, I'm going to leave a link to his video in the description. And this was my rant. It's like, the making of Jonah. Yeah, you just told us why you scammed us, like, with this Jonah movie. It feels like a total scam. How are they making their money right now? Is it with the YouTube ad revenue or whatever? How are they going to fund the LarryBoy movie? It's like, you're assuming that people are going to watch your videos, your AI videos, and be like, yay, very good, impressive. Well, that's what this idiot thinks. Okay, rant over. But anyways, Kingstone Studios, Childlike Media, it's all AI, and it's sad. Alright, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, my channel, and also subscribe to JJ Jack's Films, because again, he made a really good video about AI being in religious media. Anyways, if you want to support the LarryBoy Fanatic, there's always my Patreon. You can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, DeviantArt, all that shebang-a-bang. You know, I make real content. I make amazing stuff. It takes a lot of time and effort, I promise you. And I'm not going to resort to AI slop like this. It's not worth it. Anyways, this has been your girl, LarryBoy Fanatic, the eyes and plunger ears of the LarryBoy multiverse. Kingstone Studios, Childlike Media, get your act together. And I'm not too sure about the LarryBoy movie. Honestly, I don't know. This is what we need to do. Hire animators. Hire voice actors. I know it's going to cost a lot of money. It's going to take a lot of time and effort, but I promise you it's going to be worth it. There's no need to use AI when it comes to the entertainment industry.
Well, that's not very nice. With manners like that, I should just kick you right out.